Welcome to episode 29 of the Dark Tower. Last time we set up our water supply for the boilers. Now, one thing we haven't really touched on too much is how we're going to fuel these boilers. So, I'm probably going to have two boilers. Yeah, probably just two. A solid fuel and a liquid fueled one. Well, I'm actually not sure about the liquid fueled one. I might actually do combustion engines instead, but that's down the road. Once I get a chance to get some oil refining going. But for now, we're just going to do a small boiler run on charcoal. And to get that charcoal, we need a farm. Now, it's going to be a forestry farm. Probably just a small one. But I was thinking to put it right here. So, which means I need to clean out all this stuff. Which is annoying. But I'm going to try something a little different this time. I think somewhere in here I have... No? Wait, I saw it. There it is. We're going to clean things up a little bit. Although, I'm also going to grab us some shears. Clean out the wood. Burn the rest. And clean this up so the fire doesn't spread. Anyways, this is where I'm going to put the farm. And I lit myself on fire. Which does remind me, I need to make me some new armor. But first, I need to recycle the armor I'm currently wearing. So I need to take some fuel. Come over here to my blast furnace, which has got moved. And we'll take the pants and recycle them. That should give me back 6 steel ingots, which I can use in the future to craft more armor. We'll sleep real quick here, maybe? Nope, sun's going down, but it's not down yet. So anyways, this is going to be where my farm's going to be. But I can't build it quite yet. And I'm not even going to bother measuring quite yet either. We'll do that in a future episode when we're actually ready to build it. Because what I need to do today is I need to build a thermonic fabricator. Because I cannot build a farm without I forget what they're called. I always forget what they're called. Cathoids? No? Diodes? Electron tubes. That's so before my time. Which, that's totally the wrong chest. We'll drop this stuff in here. But to make a thermonic fabricator, I need 4 pieces of gold, 8 bronze, and something else. Glass and a chest. I can do that. I should have a chest somewhere, but apparently not. Oh, there's one. So we need some bronze first. And we need one of these sturdy casings, gold, and glass. Thermonic fabricator. Now, this thing, I think I'm just going to leave it right here for the moment. Go get my crowbar. Problem with the thermonic fabricator is it takes a fair amount of power. So we'll give it some glass. And if any of you watched my previous series, you will realize that last time I made copper electron tubes, a whole bunch of them, which was a major derp on my part. So I'm not going to do that this time. We're going to do tin. We're going to do tin, like we should. And apparently I've forgotten the recipe. Tin electron tubes. Nope, that's the recipe. I don't have any liquefied glass, so turn this on. And I guess if we let that run for a while, I probably need more tin. I'm not quite sure how much of this stuff I need. And okay. Apparently I need more lava. Which doesn't look like I have, so I'll be back. So, lava acquired, I am now ready to continue operations on constructing these electron tubes. So I never quite really understood how the thermonic fabricator worked and what the point of this bar is, other than that once it's above there it starts producing liquid glass. Actually don't know how many of these I need, but I think a small one is 32. So yeah, 3 by 3 by 3. We'll take a few extras just in case. That'll do. Turn it off. And let's see, we need some copper. It's not 3 by 3 by 3. I think it's 3 by 4 by 3. So that would be not 27, but 36 or so. Which sounds about right, from what I recall. And I'm going to make it out of nether brick, but I don't think that's the recipe. Need wood. So this can go here, and I need wood. Making it out of nether brick because it's the only thing that really matches. So, need more than that. That'll do for now. We'll make some more later if needed. So, to bank one of these farms, which I need to clean out some of my inventory. We need a space. I think it's 11 by 11, something like that. So I'm not quite sure where. Let's see here. Nope, I like the other mode. So that's about 11. So let's see. If we use, we need some of the nether brick. I must have some somewhere. No, I left it in the crafting table. Here we go. Apparently I had some somewhere. Anyways, but so if we put this here, to here, and that would be where the farm is. Something like that. Should be about right. And we're going to mark the edges like so. Although frankly I am tempted to sink it into the ground. Yes, let's do that. She's gonna require me to remove all this. So I'm going to have to dig out a fair amount of this, but I need some dirt to fill in mistakes. Like that one. Getting dark out. Don't need any mobs spawning. That's never fun. Now when I was collecting all this nether brick earlier, I managed to get myself stuck in the nether because there was a creeper on the other side of the portal, and he destroyed the gateway. And I was a noob and didn't bring a flint and tinder with me. So luckily I did, however, have some coal with me and some gunpowder. So I was able to go find one of the blaze spawners and get me some blaze powder and make me a fire charge to relight my portal. Was quite annoying. Clear all that out a little bit. Finish clearing this out. So this is going to need its own water source, which probably means another water tank. We'll see about that. Now we need to dig out this layer as well. This is what I'm wishing I had a Thaumcraft shovel. So much stuff to do, and not really making a whole lot of progress very quickly. Mainly because I'm waiting on getting the tower to a suitable point before I really start delving into the tech tree. Okay, so if I fill these in like so, I don't know how many of you make these farms. But you gotta define where the farm's going to be by laying down a matching brick that matches what the farm bricks are made out of. And it appears that I do not have enough nether brick. Which seems to be a common occurrence. Okay. That taken care of. To get some more. Actually, I might have some more cooking. Yes, quite a bit more. That should be sufficient. You notice I'm carrying around a cultivated princess and drone, because I have a desire to expand my bee breeding endeavors, which I will tackle at the end of the episode briefly, setting up some new apiaries and stuff. But for now, we can put our farm brick in. And how we want to do this, though. This farm will require power, and it will require that I ship the product to the boiler room. To do that, since it's going to be 4 tall, that puts the bottom right here. But I'm going to dig out another 2 layers. And then I'm going to head this way. Find my trusty sojourner staff, and let's see. This probably isn't going to be easy for me to tell when we've reached far enough to actually be in the tower, so. Oh, not bad, not bad. Not quite centered. This would make it centered. I think that was part of my stairway that I might want to leave in place for the moment. Means I will fill in this whole wall eventually with appropriately colored brick and dig this all out, but for now it's sufficient that I can get underneath it. So we can place our farm bricks now and some torches. And go back outside, put the last bricks in. So yeah, I'm 4 short. But I actually need... Yeah, I need to make more. So... more it is. And that wasn't what I needed to make more of. Here we go. So that should be a valid farm. Need to make me some more water tower, water tank. This will be my source of water. Looking in the wrong... wait, no. Yep, I needed slime balls. I'm not sure I actually have enough slime balls to do this. Nor do I think I have an alternative to slime balls. We will have to see. Can make slime balls from propolis and pollen. And while I have propolis, I do not have pollen. Pollen is acquired... I know not how. I believe it's a product of one of the honeycombs, but not one of the honeycombs that I have. So as you see, I do have some propolis, but that's not going to help me any. Which means I may need to go find some slimes to finish this. But I'm not going to do that right now. So, our farm it is set up, and I may actually adjust it a little, such that, well, yeah, I'll probably adjust it so that there's a level above the ground, not just flush with the ground, which means I need to not kill myself by jumping off cliffs. I need to come down here and remove a layer. Should probably see if I can figure out whether or not this is flush with one of the floors. So we want 7 or something like that. What is wrong with you? 7, yes. Looks like it's not quite flush with the floor level, so I'll have to dig that down as well. Not that I'm actually going to put anything on that floor probably other than that tunnel, but that gives us... yes, I think that's correct. Managed Arboretum, which is what I want. Doesn't have any water or power yet. Power, I'm going to have to bootstrap it, I think. Eventually the boilers should power it, but for now, probably probably one of these engines, one of these biogas engines. I have some biomass, not a huge amount, but probably enough to get the farm started. But that'll be a task for another day. For now, I want to come over here and expand my bee breeding. A couple of apiaries. Give you a brief overview of where I'm at the moment. So, I do not believe this is a purebred cultivated, but we'll try and get a purebred. Now, this bee is interesting because I managed to breed in strong flyer and cave dwelling. It's starting to approach super bee status, but still got a fair ways to go. Figure out what the difference between these things are. Slower. Sometimes I do not see any difference. Yeah. So the next step is to try and breed in nocturnal, which is a bit of a challenge, admittedly. Those other bees will be discarded. And this tropical bee is finally reaching purebred status. I messed up my tropical bees. Had to rebuild them from my fairly limited stash of drones, but once I get all of the traits that I want bred into this fungal bee, I will then attempt to cross it with the tropical bee and get those traits there. We'll see. The rocky and tropical cross had some issues that got in the way of breeding in those traits. Namely the fact that the rocky bees cannot natively breed in this biome. Combined with certain tolerance levels of the tropical bee, and it didn't work very well. But I'll be working on that. And I wanted to briefly touch on railcraft. And yes, Buildcraft 4.0.1 is out, and it fixes most of the bugs that 4.0 had, so go get that. Railcraft is in open beta and should shortly be available as public release. I haven't had any really major issues reported recently, so it's probably pretty good. There's some stuff that I would like to check on first personally, but once I get motivated enough to do that, I should be able to post a public release, or an official release, I guess. But you guys can stop flooding my inboxes with where's the 1.6 railcraft, okay? It's out there if you know where to find it. So, one final note is I have been presented with the opportunity to go to Minecon. However, in order to do so, I need to raise some funds first. So, asking for contributions like this is a bit of a new thing for me. I don't know. But if you have some spare change and would like to see Covert Jaguar at Minecon, you're more than welcome to pitch in at my blog, railcraft.info. And of course, any donations will also count towards beta access to any betas for the future. It's public at the moment, but there's always builds that the beta testers have before the others if you're interested in that kind of thing. But anyways, I guess that's about it for this episode. So this has been episode 29 of the Dark Tower, and this is Covert Jaguar signing off.